I've bought 12 properties since 2019, but a lot has changed recently, so here's how I'm investing in 2024. Now, the biggest change is the fact that interest rates have gone up, and as a result, people's mortgages have also gone up. Imagine you got a rental property where the rental is £2,000 a month. Let's say the expenses, your maintenance, and those sort of things are around £500 per month. In 2019, 2020, you can get an investment property mortgage of around 3.5%. Now, that meant your monthly mortgage cost was around £700. That left a profit of around £800 per month. What's happened now is, because the mortgages have gone up, now let's assume you have a property making £2,000, you still have the £500 expenses, but now you're not getting a 3.5% mortgage anymore. You're getting a 5.5% mortgage, which is normally around £1,100 per month. So now your profit is only £400 per month, so it's literally halved because the rates have gone up. So now what does that actually mean in terms of the return you make on your investment? Let's assume you bought an investment property which is worth around £320,000. To buy that property, you would have to put down a 25% deposit, which is £80,000. You would have to pay stamp duty, which is a tax you have to pay when you buy a property, which would be around £13,100, and maybe around £2,000 in legal fees. So when you add all of that up, that's £95,100. Let's say you invest £95,100. Well, before you were making £800 per month, which is a 10% return. Now you're only making £400 per month. That means your return has gone down to 5%. Now, just to explain how the return works, you essentially take how much money you're making per month, which is £400, you multiply that by 12 to work out how much money you're making for the entire year. Then you divide it by how much money you have to put down as the investment, which is £95,100. When you do that calculation, your return is only 5%, whereas previously, it would have been up to 10%. So now you might be thinking, well, hold on, I can get 5% from a savings account. Why would I go through all of this hassle to just make 5%? So because that return has gone down, that is a big issue. And that's why people are saying property is dead and property no longer works anymore as an investment. Now, this is one solution for 2024. You could take your property and you could advertise it on booking.com. In 2022, more than 30% of all nights booked on booking.com were a holiday rental. So I took this absolutely tiny studio apartment, I fully furnished it, I took some professional pictures, and I put it onto booking.com. Last month, that property made £2,342. Across the year, that's £28,000 in revenue. Now, of course, not all of that is profit, but that's still a significant amount of income. Now, in order to list a property on booking.com, it's completely free and it takes about 15 minutes. And the best thing is 45% of people who list a property on booking.com get a booking within the first week. It's literally that quick in terms of getting started and making money from booking.com. But the real secret when it comes to making money on booking.com is getting amazing reviews. Because once you get amazing reviews, you qualify for the booking.com Genius program and the booking.com Preferred Partner program, which puts your property in front of millions and millions of potential guests every single day. And that really allows you to generate a substantial monthly income. So click the link in the description below, list your property on booking.com for completely free, and you can literally start getting bookings as quickly as your first week. Now, the other thing you can do in 2024 is this. I bought this flat in Brixton in pretty terrible condition. So if you look at the floor plan, it was a 1-bedroom flat. You came in, you had a bathroom, you had a kitchen, a reception room, and a bedroom. I essentially took the kitchen and I moved that into the reception room to make that into an open plan living room. And then I turned the kitchen into the second bedroom. The property ended up going from a 1-bedroom flat into a 2-bedroom flat, and it was completely modernized, so everything looked brand new. I bought that property for £240,000. Now, I got a loan of 75% in order to buy that property, which was £180,000. And then I put down 25% myself, which is £60,000. Because I turned into a 2-bed, I had to pay for a refurb, I had legal fees, I had finance costs, stamp duty, all those sort of things. All of that came to £53,813. The amount of money I put in myself is a green area, which is £113,813. Once the property was converted into a 2-bedroom property, it was then revalued at £320,000. Once I had a new valuation, I then went to a second bank and I said, well, I want to get a new mortgage on this property. And they gave me an 80% loan on the £320,000, which came to £256,000. When I got that £256,000 loan, I still owed the first bank their loan, which was £180,000. So I repaid the first bank £180,000. That meant I still had £76,000 left over because I'd borrowed a lot more money from the second bank and I'd repaid the first one. I have invested £113,000 into this investment property. I put that much in cash. 6 months later, when I refinanced, I got back £76,000. So really, the property has only cost me the difference between the two, which is £37,000. So in order to buy a £320,000 property, before buying it the normal way, like I said earlier, would cost you £95,100. If you do it this way, which is you buy cheap, you add value, you refinance, you get a lot of your money back, that only cost me £37,000. If you look at the cash flow, the cash flow before the rates went up were £800. Now it's come down to £400 since the rates have gone up. But if you invest the normal way, that costs you £95,000 100, like we said earlier. But if you're investing £95,000 and now you're only making £400, then of course your return is, pretty crap from that point of view. But if you invest this way, it doesn't cost you £95,000, it costs you £37,000 because of how much money you get back. And so even though your cash flow is much lower now, but because the amount of money you have to invest is proportionally even lower, your return on investment actually goes up. So yes, the interest rates have been going up for the last year and a bit, but all the predictions seem to say that the UK interest rates will get cut in 2024 and they will gradually start to come back down again in 2024, 25, 26. This is the rental forecast from Savills, one of the biggest property agencies in the country. They think that the mainstream UK rents in 2024 will go up by 6%, 2025 3.5%, 2026 3%, 2027 2.5%, 2028 2%. Overall, in the next 5 years, they think the rents will go up by 18.1%. So you have a situation whereby your mortgages are coming down and the rents are going up in the next few years. So, well, what does that actually look like? Pre all of this, the rent was £2,000, you might be making £800. Now you're making £400 because of all these issues. But now let's say the rents go up by 18.1%. Well, that rent goes from £2,000 to £2,360. Your expenses are still the same, which is around the £500. But if the mortgages come back down again, the mortgage goes down back to £700 roughly. And so that means your profit now is higher than it's ever been before at £1,160. So in 2024, if you want to make the most amount of money from property, rather than just buying a property and then renting it out, buy something at a lot of value, pull as much money back as possible because that's going to increase your return on investment. The other thing you need to do is you need to play the longer game. If you value property on the basis of the next 12 months and say, well, it doesn't make great cash flow right now, so therefore I'm not going to invest, that's the wrong way of looking at it. If you take a 5-year view, a 10-year view, eventually you will end up making more money than property has ever made, in my personal opinion, because rents will keep going up and mortgage rates eventually will come back down, plus the capital appreciation and all of those sort of things. So add as much value as possible and play the long game, and that's how you'll make the most amount of money in 2024. Thank you Booking.com for sponsoring this video.